Hi guys. Just getting set up over on Zoom. So for those of you interested in joining class, I highly recommend popping over onto your computer and going over to the Zoom or the Twitch, because Instagram's been a little bit inconsistent. So if you lose us, link in the bio, find that. We're going to get started here in just 1 minute. Some things that you need for today. Let me get these windows adjusted over here. Definitely a yoga mat. You want to have a weight that's approximately 10 to 20 pounds, could be a little bit heavier. We're going to be doing squats with that. And then a lighter weight, maybe 1 pound, 5 pounds, somewhere in there. We're going to just work on single arm raises with that, and a TheraBand, and a yoga block. So I think you can modify if you don't have the yoga block. TheraBand, you can grab some sweatpants or something like that. But in any case, we're going to get started in our ground conditioning class. So first, find your feet right underneath your sit bones. Bend and straighten your knees a few times as you're doing this, belly button in and upward cage down, and start to roll your shoulders back and down, really squeezing all the way back for 4, 3, 2, last one. Externally rotate the arms and head circle 2 times to the right and 2 times to the left. Bend knees, elbows up, twisting gently side to side. Feel your shoulder blades sliding across your back. Really pulling your belly button in. Let your arms swing. And bring it to stillness. We're going to go in for our squats. So grab a hold of your weight, separate your legs wider than your shoulders. Spread your toes really wide, knees over your second toe, plugging it all in. Down and up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep lifting your belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stay down, pulse. 10, keep lifting that belly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up, keeping a hold of that weight. Pressing your arm up to the ceiling, reaching the shoulder up high, and then plugging it in part way, but not all the way. Grinding down, because if we're grinding down, right, then the arm would be floating up here. So a little bit lift in the armpit, and then rib cage and shoulder blade are descending. And we're going to hold here, or you can take a walk, just stabilizing the shoulder for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then elbow comes forward, plug the shoulder in down, and press the weight up for 4. Now the shoulder plugs down. 3, 2, and 1. And switching to the other arm. Pressing that weight up. Elevating in the armpit, shoulder blade and ribs descend, belly button is lifted, and either walking, just standing, or you can do plays for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and really plugging the shoulder in and down, elbow in front, and press it up. Use your core for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower it with control. You can tell my left arm is my weaker one. We're going to come back to that in just a moment, but let's get a little bit bendy while tapping into the core, rooting down through the legs. Feet wide, side bend over, rooting down in the leg you're leaning away from. And then big contraction, tuck the tailbone under, deep knee bend. And over to the other side. Root down. Coming up, really connecting in that core. And again, curving through. And around. And up. And reverse it. Other side. Belly initiates this contraction. And last time. To the side. Scooping, reaching long with that arm. Around. And up. Working on our balance. Feet right underneath you. So your feet are parallel. Belly button is lifted. And rooting down in your standing leg, keep it super straight, and circling out to the side, drop the knee down, keep the hips level, and through for 4, 3, super still hips, 2, and last one, and reversing it, 4, 3, 2, last one, and down other side, circling around, find your internal rotation, keep lifting your belly, 4, and 3, 2, 1, and reversing it, 4, 3, 2, really straightening that standing leg, and 1. Shake your feet out, shake your legs out, and going into our shoulder rotations, now isolating the shoulder, so this time we're not going to let the armpit lift. We're going to keep everything plugged in, reaching back, back, back. Rib cage is super still, and everything stays plugged in the whole time, which means when the arm is overhead, there's a lot of space between the arm and the ear, as well as the shoulder and the ear. 2 more. Keep reaching long out the top of the head. And reversing it, thumb side leads up. Resist that urge to twist. Squeeze the shoulder blade back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And other side. Externally rotate. Squeeze it back. And around. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Changing directions. 4. Really activating those muscles around the inside towards the spine of your shoulder blade to bring the arm back. 3, 2. I could say the name, but my anatomy is total garbage right now. Gotta work on that. And 1. And circling through the wrists and the fingers 2 times one direction and 2 times in the other, separating your legs. Bend your knees, roll it down, staying down, figure 8s around for 4. Super heavy head, 3, bent knees, 2, and 1. Getting into our hamstrings, deep knee bend, and straighten up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift your hips side to side, Lengthening through, belly button is in. Don't grind it, don't push it too hard, just waking up your hips and lower back, and inner and outer thighs. And both hands to the right, shift your hips to the left. If you're all the way down, reach your left hand long on the diagonal and bend and straighten the left knee for 4, belly button in. 3, 2, 1. Left hand stays, right hand weaves under, find your spiral. Reaching long out the top of your head. And release your arms, bend your knees, drop your tailbone down, and straighten your legs, both hands to the left, shift your hips to the right, and reach your right arm long, and bend and straighten the right knee for 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand stays where it is, left arm weaves under, find your spiral. Deep breaths. And release your arms, bending your knees, heels come in, find your way into your squat. We're gonna get in the stretch and then we're gonna activate through our glutes. So drive your lats down, press your elbows into your knee necks, belly button in, deep contraction here, relaxing your neck and start to resist. Squeeze the knees in, press the elbows out, keep the shoulders plugged in, hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the resistance. Maybe get a little bit deeper down into your squat. Stay down low. Keep pressing your knees back. Hands reach out in front of you. And now for a glute activation, squeeze your knees back a little bit more for 8, 7. It's a tiny little pulse and squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and release that. Curving your head forward for a moment, and then come down to your hands and knees. Spread your fingers really wide, plug your shoulders in, point through the tops of your feet, so many things, and weight shift around, waking up your wrists. Reverse the direction, and flipping the backs of the hands to the floor, and then flipping your fingertips facing you, palms on the floor. Peel it all the way back through your hands for 4. Keep lifting your belly. 3, 2, and 1. And flipping your hands back. We're going to go into our forearm activation. Drive your shoulder blades down towards your waist. Belly button is lifted. Actively smush your whole hand, all parts of all your fingers into the floor. Hold for 5. Super straight elbows. 4. Keep smushing. 3, 2, 1, and then reverse it, flying fingertips off, keep pressing the palm down. You might not get much movement here, 5, but you should feel the forearms. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2 more rounds, smooshing actively. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and fingertips lift off. 5, keep plugging the shoulders in, belly button lifted. 2, 1, last round, smooshing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and trying to lift the fingertips off. 5, it's super hard for me. 4, maybe you've got it better. 3, 2, 1, and tuck your toes, heels together. Make sure you're not cycling through your feet, and give your wrists a shake. Give your forearms a little bit of a beat. And then stretching through your triceps. Use your head to wedge everything back. Inhale, exhale, slide your ribs down. And reversing to the other hand. Again, inhale to get in there. And exhale to slide your ribs, engage your core, and opening through that armpit and tricep. Coming forward, maybe pop your feet out if you need to, zip your knees together, hamstrings on your heels, arms down, forearms on the floor if you can, palms underneath your shoulders, lift your belly button, keep the hamstring on your heels the whole time, squeeze your shoulder blades together and drive them down towards your waist and open through your face, pulling on the mat, open your throat, open your sternum, feel your triceps working, Feel the muscles between your shoulder blades and your lats working. And then coming down, pull your chest forward. Keep opening through your throat. Keep driving your shoulder blades down. We've got 3 more. Squeeze and drive down. Really using the mat to give yourself some good resistance here. Creating lots of space. Maybe getting a little bit further into your arch. Looking past the ceiling. Maybe you can see the corner behind you where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe you can get a little further than that. And we have our last one. Good, and going into a puppy, grabbing a hold of a yoga block if you have it. Keep your hips right over your knees as much as you can. Knees apart if you are feeling less bendy today. Knees together for a little bit more of a stretch. Going for active straight arms. Pushing into the tops of the feet and trying to work your way to have your throat, maybe even your sternum touching the floor. We'll hold for one more breath. And pull your belly to your spine even more. Pull your butt back to your heels, coming gently through a child's pose to work your way up. Holding onto the block, we're going to stand back up and work through our arm raises up and down. Activating the muscles between the shoulder blades, super straight elbows, squeezing the block. Lifting the armpit at the top, going up. Find a moment, ribs slide down, arms press up and back. And plug it all in. Don't let your arms micro bend, keep your rib cage closing. 2. 2 more. Feel those muscles pulling your arms up and back, ribs sliding down, shoulder blades slide down in the back even as the armpits lift. Last one. If you have questions about this concept, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'm at Kai Gwen. We can talk more about where your shoulders should be at all the different points of being up or diagonal. Exhale. And little pulses back. It's going to be tiny because you're not going to let your ribs pop out. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And grow tall as you bring your arms down. Get yourself set up on the floor. Have your light weight nearby. We're going to get into our core a little bit and then we'll use the weight. So feet flat on the floor, find your neutral spine, pubic bone, hip bones on the same plane, you're curving your back, and open your shoulders. So as you're pressing your shoulders into the floor, exhale, try to slide your rib cage down, and 2 times belly button in, imprint your spine into the floor, flattening out your back. So we're not lifting the pelvis off, we're actually just trying to push the belly and the spine into the floor, and then rock back to neutral, and again, belly button in. Tucking under, and rock back to neutral. Arching into the back, drawing the tailbone up towards you, and to neutral. Might be a little sticky on a mat, adjust as you need to, and again, lifting your belly as you arch into your back. Feel your lower back muscles activating gently, and to neutral. And now curling all the way up into our bridge. Start by tucking the tailbone under, pushing into your feet, squeezing your glutes, and reach your super straight arms towards your feet, up overhead. Your palms are facing each other, your thumbs will touch the floor. Keep reaching through straight arms as you roll down upper back. Keep the arms active, middle back, and through your lower back. Rock it to neutral, your ribs will probably flare a little bit. Inhale. On the exhale, close the ribs, put the shoulders down the back, and bring the arms down. One more time, curling under, scooping your belly, and pressing your hips high, reaching long through your arms. And rolling it down, keep your arms active. Inhale, exhale, plug it all in. Before we go to our weight, we're going to grab a hold of the block and we're going to connect the core and our lats and back bodies. So pull your elbow and knee in and squeeze into the block. Make sure that your shoulder is plugging down towards the floor and towards your waist. Hollow body, belly in. Keep this push super active and the other knee and elbow will touch and reach away for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And switching to the other side, drive the shoulder down, pressing everything in, belly button in, and tap and reach away. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep pressing into the block, and 1. And moving the block out of the way, grab a hold of your weight. Holding the weight up in your hands in your neutral spine, reaching up and overhead. Let the armpit open, and then plugging everything in and down to bring the arm down. Palm facing the ceiling as your arm comes down by your side. And up. And plug it in. And make sure you're externally rotating. Working through a straight elbow. We have 6 more. So there is this rotation going on. It's an external rotation. When your arm is overhead, it can feel internal. 4 more. 3. 2, really trying to have the back body make all this happen. And last one. And setting up with the other arm. And reaching off. Tapping overhead, plugging it all in, and bringing it down. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Getting that out of the way. And really quick little glute hip stretch break, crossing the right ankle over the left shin and pulling that left shin in as you turn out the right leg. And then activate here, pressing the ankle of the right leg into the thigh on the left. Feel all those muscles firing up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your resistance and squeeze it in deeper. And switching legs, make sure you're still flexing through your feet. Using your left arm to turn out the left knee, and then activate pressing the left ankle into the right thigh for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that. Hugging deeper into the stretch. And reach arms and legs away from each other 4 times, rolling all the way up. Flexing your feet, going into your active pike, open chest, and rolling back down. Here we go. If you can, keep your arms overhead. If you need to, you can reach your arms forward on that sit-up. And open chest, active pike. Belly button in. Again, arms overhead for more of a challenge. Arms in front of you for less of a challenge. Trying to keep the backs of the legs on the floor the whole time. Pointing through your feet, tracking that point through your second toe. Make sure you're not signaling. 2 more. Open chest, really reaching long, super straight knees on that active pike. And last one. And up. And nice and controlled and slow on your way down. Good. Rolling around, back into hands and knees. And actually, we're going to catch the block, and we're going to do our back body activation. The block tucked between the Achilles and your hamstring. So, setting yourself up here. We're doing 3 rounds of this. It's kind of gnarly. The third one, if you want, or even these, you can go without the block. It's super fucking hard without the block. Your leg and your arm that are working are going to be super, super straight, no micro bending, or else you won't get the effects. And we're working through extreme parallel, so no cheating, no turning out, no raising the hips. Plugging your grounded shoulder in, belly button in, and 10 pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and changing. Pulsing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second round. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And reaching long. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, I'm going to try it without the block. It will probably be less motion. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. Reaching long. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Tuck your toes under, find your way into a down dog. Pedal one heel down, and then the other. And both heels rooting down. And wriggling through. Find your plank, plug your shoulders in. 1 push up. And press it back. 3 more times, ripple through. Plug your shoulders in. Push up. Really hug your elbows in. And again, initiating from your lower core. And last one. Walk your hands towards your feet towards your hands. Adjust your socks if they get twisted, bend your knees, roll up. Get your bigger weight if you have that. We're gonna do our retractions here. So bending forward, parallel feet, supporting through, square hips, and elbow hugs in. Pull up a little extra crunch, pulling that shoulder blade back and reach down. 9 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Getting rid of that. Grab hold of your TheraBand. Don't go too extreme and up and around. Stretching it out. Growing tall, squeezing your shoulder blades behind you and reversing it. 7 more. Straight elbows. 6, rooting down through your feet, belly button is lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good work, y'all. Swimming. We're at time. So thanks for joining. We'll be back at noon for ballet lines. So I'll see you then. Drink lots of water.